puppy forever. That is right. Today is a Friday at 4:20, and we are bringing you some snoochie booches. That's right.
Booches. Let's go live and say hi to the people out there.
Snoochie booches. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? We are Scarlet and Boom from Lost Puppy Forever. Hi, everybody. Today we are doing a movie review that cannot be missed. Snoochie booches. If you know, you know. Clerks 3 is on deck today. That's right. We got Clerks number 3. That means there's been a 1, a 2, and now there is a 3. That's right. If you haven't seen it, that's right. If you haven't seen it, Gary's obviously seen it. Is Gary anywhere in the house? Not today. Gary's taking a Christmas break, but in replacement of Gary, we're going to be using the Death Angel Yo-Yo. If you don't have a Death Angel Yo-Yo, then you are out of luck. All right.
Carl Santana, what's up?
All right. So, people of the world, we are going to bring you a quick slideshow of Clerks 3. All the people that are in them. We're going to talk about the movie and then give our review. If you don't know this dog back there, that is Boom Puppy. That's right. Pause up. And I'm Scarlet Puppy, and we love bringing you guys movie reviews. If you are not familiar with the channels, please go ahead and join our channel right now. Like and subscribe. Shouts out to you guys live on YouTube and live on Twitch right now. We love having you guys here. And if you guys have seen Clerks 3, we have the chat wide open right now. So go ahead and you can leave your commentary in the chat as we go through the movie review. All right, first off, Boom Puppy, we got a quick slideshow. There we go. We have some characters that have come back. We got a whole bunch of cool scenes that are clipped from Clerks 3. There's Jay and Silent Bob. We'll talk about that. There's this huge project that they undertook during the movie. There we go. Everybody's posing right there. And they're bringing back all the usual suspects and adding some more to make it a little sprinkle current in the future. All right, so getting back to the movie, we are going to go ahead and break down the storyline for Clerks number 3. All right, so first off the bat, this was a pandemic movie. Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes and the whole crew, they got together and shot this, and it was released on September 4th, 2022, and September 13th, 2022, in the month of September. So obviously it was shot during the pandemic. The budget for this movie was a $7 million budget, and the box office and still the DVDs are counting the numbers at $4.7 million taken. The running time on this is 100 minutes. That's great. It's everything of Kevin Smith and his brain that you want. It's super hilarious and super funny. And also one more cool fact is that you're getting all of the characters. So you're getting Kevin Smith. He's done it all again. He's written it, he's directed it, and he's also edited it. He's the editor for the movie. He is a triple threat. Actually, he's a quadruple threat because we know that Kevin also is a podcaster. He's got a podcast with his daughter. So anyway, long story short, everybody's been waiting, Boom Puppy, everybody's been waiting for Clerks 3 to come out, right?
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, and so basically, Clerks number 1 and Clerks number 2 were great. They had their own storylines, but this actually was, what are they gonna bring back 15 years into the future, right? So here we go. We're gonna break down the storyline. So basically, the two main characters. Let me see if I could bring up their pictures again in the slideshow. All right, these two dudes, Dante and Randall, are still there. They are in the background, right behind Kevin and Jason. I'm so sorry. It is 420 Power Hour. So anyway, Dante and Randall still own the Quick Stop in Clerks 3. They basically have been working this gig. They bought it, 15 years back, and they're still rocking the Quick Stop. And something cool to know that Jay and Silent Bob have bought the video store pretty much next door and have turned it into a marijuana dispensary. So that's great. So in Clerks 3, we are happy to know that both dudes are doing really well. They own their own businesses and they're businessmen. Okay, so this is great. So basically, Dante and Randall, they're still doing their own thing. They're playing hockey on the roof. They got a whole setup up there. Shouts out to Hockey on the Roof of the Quick Stop. And basically, Jay and Silent Bob are next door doing what they do best, and they got everything going on over there. All right, so you can go to Jay and Silent Bob's dispensary and then go next door to Quick Stop. It's a great setup, if you ask me. All right, so basically and then they have some new characters, and now there's some new characters that they've employed. One dude's name is Elias, and then the other is his other friend. His name is Blockchain, and they're kind of like the millennials that have been introduced into Clerks 3 just to kind of give it a little zhuzh in the youth factor, and they're into NFTs, right? So they're trying to tell Randall what an NFT is.
Shout out to George Carlin on the kite.
That's right. So basically, they invented an NFT that they're trying to explain it to Randall and Dante, and they're like, we have no idea what you're talking about, which is very typical conversation for people that are not familiar with NFTs. So anyway, what happens is that they're having a full-on discussion about it. They're going back and forth with their humor, and Randall decides that after such a long time that he's just definitely ready to something's happening with Randall, okay? And so during this conversation that he's having with Elias and Blockchain about the NFTs, he's like feeling really weird, right? He's like, oh, I don't feel so hot or whatever. And what he was feeling was that he was literally having a heart attack, right? So all this drama ensues, and everybody's freaked out. Randall gets rushed to the hospital, and then there's drama over there because they're like, oh my God, what's going to happen to him? He's going to die. He's going to be alive. Blah, blah, blah. So you just going to have to tune in for that in the movie. And basically, the good thing is the doctors are able to save Randall, which is great, right? And he comes back, and he has this like new experience because he was totally freaked out, right? And he's telling Dante, he's like, dude, I need to like do something. I haven't been doing anything. I need to do stuff for me. And he's like coming very clear with some of his own personal goals. And he's like, I'm going to make a movie about my life, basically his life at the Quick Stop. So this is where this story really starts taking off. He comes out, he's like, I'm gonna remake the script, and all of the stories are gonna be basically what's happened at the Quick Stop is going into the movie. So all the crazy stuff that's happened in the past 15 years is gonna get dumped into this movie, and it's super funny, and he's gonna include his friend Jay and Silent Bob from next door. And then they had this whole thing where they were gonna cast people, and then they went through a whole casting process, and then they ended up deciding that they wanted to be in the movie, so they cut everybody. It was hilarious. There is a cameo by there's a lot of cameos.
George Carlin,
yeah. Ben Affleck is in the movie. He makes a cameo.
What's up?
And also another person who makes a couple cameos during the movie, who is a constant character, is Rosario Dawson. She's in the movie, and she comes back.
She's part of the crew.
She's part of the crew.
Clerks II.
And she comes back as her own ghost, and so she's having a moment with Dante in the movie. and you're just gonna have to tune into that. So anyways, Randall's writing this movie, and he's like, you know, making all this happen, and he's basically...
The surgeon lady's cool, too.
Yeah, she's a character in the movie.
And the golf kids are cool. The Christian golf kids are cool.
Yeah, that's blockchain and Elias.
Crimson Gross Crypto.
Yeah, and so basically, everybody is trying to participate in Randall's vision of this movie. Dante is responsible for the production budget. All right, so basically Dante is like, he doesn't tell Randall what he's gonna do to get this money to make this movie, right? He basically scrounges up $30K from his ex-wife and gives her his half of the quick stop as collateral, so she loans him the money, right? But he doesn't tell Randall this, right? So meanwhile, Randall is like super deep diving into creating this movie. He's kind of getting hella bossy, and he's kind of being disrespectful to everybody on the crew. It gets kind of ego filled, and people are like, dude, like whatever. And so finally, straw broke the camel's back. Dante ends up getting drunk one night because Randall kind of insulted him, and then he basically goes off on Randall super, super drunk, and then they have it out, and then all of a sudden, the big dramatic not happy scenes happen where literally poor Dante, literally after getting drunk, he basically like freaks out and has his own heart attack. So that's kind of crazy, and then I'm going to leave it at that with a little bit of the story. I do want to say that, you know, there was some takeaways from this, because I don't know if you guys knew this, but Kevin Smith was also, in real life, he did have a heart attack of his own, and since he wrote this movie and directed this movie, we could definitely see some of Kevin's own personal experience being woven into the movie through his two characters of Randall and Dante, and it's kind of cool how he kind of did it. So he basically gave his one character, Dante, his kind of like his death scene and, you know, whatever he's experienced, and then Randall ended up living, right? So now
with his cast and crew and backdrop.
So basically Kevin's that's character embodies Kevin right now, who's living. So it's kind of cool how he kind of just ironically did that on purpose, and we really did love that. It was kind of like his existential look on that. So anyways, I thought that was pretty interesting written, and we are always loving the fact that Jay and Silent Bob are the comic relief. They really actually take all of the current stuff that you would see in 2022 with Jay and Silent Bob humor. They are still talking the way they do. They are still dressing the way they do. They are still giving out snoochie booches, and now they have their own dispensary, and even a Moobies cereal box makes it into the scene, and it is hilarious. So I would definitely say that if you are wanting to watch Clerks 3 during this Christmas holiday season with your family, break the ice, or have some snoochie booches with your family that actually do snoochie booches, I think this would be a super fabulous movie for you to watch. The humor is there, a good story takeaway is there, and you know, you might learn something, and it is touching. Actually, at the end of the movie, I did kind of get teary-eyed a little bit, because, you know, I was like, oh my god, that was it was unexpected, right? So, here is my puppy review of this movie. I'm going to give Clerks 3 a solid 5 puppy paws. 5. I haven't given a 5 in a really long time. Oh, we got 5. 5 Death Angel yo-yos. Death Angel, Death Angel, Death Angel, Death Angel, Death Angel.
DEFCON 30, we love playing in Las Vegas. Thank you for DEFCON 30.
If you don't know who Death Angel is, please look up their music online. They're super fabulous. Alright, so, Boom Puppy, how many puppy paws are you going to give Clerks 3?
I'm giving it 5 Berserkers! Berserker!
Berserker!
And one extra one from P22!
Alright, so basically basically, Clerks 3 has gotten a combination of 10 score for Death Angel Yo-Yos and Berserkers, and 1 for P22. So that is our movie review. Please go and enjoy the creations of Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes as Jay and Silent Bob. If you are not familiar with Kevin Smith's catalog of creative movies, please go and have a good time. He's got some movies that are Clerks types. He's also got some crazy dark comedy movies that'll creep you out. That was a crazy movie.
I want to say thank you to San Francisco Public Library.
That's right.
Movies.
Woo! That's where we get the movies.
I used to watch all these movies with Bob Madigan. Kevin Smith, we love you.
We do enjoy everything that comes out of the brain of Kevin Smith.
Stay alive, get old, people.
That's right.
Cash in on that government money that's owed to you.
All right.
There.
Shouting out to some favorite venues.
What's up, your Jewish Nipple campaign?
Woo!
AOD.
Let's shout out to Benders right now. Benders. Holiday beverages at Benders. And if you're in Pacifica, go check out Winters. We got the Golden Bull in Oakland. You can go have a little something in Oakland on 14th Street. Also, if you're in Sacramento, go have a beer at Cafe Colonial. Hey, if you're in Sin City, the Double Down has got some ass juice waiting for you. And shouts out to our friends at Rancho Loco. And if you need to get a hold of us, we are here to play your venue and your show. Get a hold of us. There's our information.
January 21st, Gale Social Club, Petaluma, California.